It's not very long, so I'll just give you about 5 minutes and I'll check back in. There's only two questions. Oh, one question. Okay, there you go. Good luck. Okay, is everybody done? Anybody need more time? No? Okay. All right, I'm going to go to our homework for today's class. And we are starting class 4 today. And here we go. Are there any questions before we get started? Mhm. All right, here we go. Class 4. Name the 3 characteristics of an authentic teaching, one which is appropriate to make your practice successful. So last class we had, is this right? Yeah. Mhm. Last class we talked about we've talked about what's a good teacher, what makes a good student. And we didn't do this one. No, we did do this. Wait, am I confused? Yeah, we should be on 5, right? One, two. Oh yeah, we had class on Saturday. Okay, yeah, we already did that. Okay, class 5. Define what is meant by the cycle of life or samsara in Sanskrit. All right, can anyone define samsara?
I don't know if this is classical definition. Is it the realm where non-enlightened beings exist? Any realm? All the realms?
That's true, but that's not usually the definition, but that's true. Anybody got any more to add?
Is it a feature of our mind that makes us to see uh, this life in this form, such to say?
Yeah, it's not a feature. I agree, it's a feature. Um, Anybody else? Anything to add to that?
The circle of suffering based on our misunderstanding of what we experience and where it comes
That's also true. Usually, if I remember correctly, usually the definition is um uh a life where you're forced to take on the suffering heaps again and again. Something like that. Let's see. A condition of being forced through the power of karma and mental afflictions to take on impure parts that make up a suffering being over and over again. Yeah. Meaning, Geshe says impure parts here. Um, it's the heaps, the parts of a person. Um, so a kind of body and mind that will, you know, experience suffering and die over and over and stuff like that. All right. This is korwa, and it can mean it means cycle. Korlo means wheel, so they're related. Just like in English, cycle and circle are like basically the same word, right? Same etymology. Um, Korwa means to cycle. Korlo is the noun wheel. Mm, yeah, to cycle or the cycle, both. All right, cool. And again, a note, this is in transpronunciation, meaning this is the closest pronounceable English version. This is actually there's no way to really write this. It's korwa, right? Aspirated. Okay, cool. Question two. Why is renunciation necessary to escape the cycle of life? What is the relationship between renunciation and the wish to achieve enlightenment for all living beings? For all beings, yeah.
We need the renunciation to escape the cycle of life because if we still attach to plans and result, then we still in the cycle of life. We cannot escape from it. And the relationship between renunciation and the wish to achieve enlightenment for all beings, that renunciation for is only for ourselves. And the wish to achieve enlightenment is like the renunciation for everybody. Like renunciation, that's I'm sick of this life, something like that. And the wish to achieve enlightenment, that we will also understand that everybody in the same situation as us, and we want to liberate them from the cycle of life as well.
Yep, that's right. Renunciation is true understanding that everything about your life is suffering. If you don't believe that your life is suffering, you will not try to escape it. Um, Once you've understood how you are suffering, you can think of how others must be suffering the same way. This then leads to the wish to free them from their suffering and bring them every happiness. Yeah. So renunciation is basically understanding samsara and then wanting to get out of it, and then uh bodhicitta, or the wish, is wanting that for other people, understanding that they're in samsara, therefore you would like to help them get out of it as well, or don't want them to be in it, or want to get enlightened so they're not in it, or want to get enlightened to help them get out of it. Any and all of those. Okay, good. Question three. Oh, bonus. We already talked about it. How do you say renunciation in Tibetan?
Nghiên nghiên chung.
Yeah, Nenjung.
Yeah.
And how do you say the wish to achieve enlightenment? Not tin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Samjung.
I heard many things. I heard a Sem and a K somewhere. I heard a Jangchub somewhere in there too.
Samjung.
You can say Jangchub, you can say Jangsem, or you can say Semk, or you can say Jangchub Semk. Those are the three options. Right? All right. Good job. All right. Two of the steps of the path are meant to stop desire for this life. Name them. Uh-oh.
Their leisure and fortune is hard to find, and life is not long. Are they?
Yeah, leisure and fortune isn't long. You mean Chiwamitakpa, the impermanence of life, that we're gonna die?
That is life is not long. And another one, that leisure and fortune are hard to find. So we need to think about it constantly. So we will stop desire for this life. That's what I remember from the 14 verses.
Okay, yeah. Those aren't Lam Rim steps, but those are from the verses. Okay. So the steps from the classical Lam Rim, yeah, is you would say yeah, leisure and fortune, and Chiwamitakpa, which means death as the fact that we're impermanent, or that we're going to die, or something like that. So you are correct. Yeah, meditation on the great importance of this life of leisure and fortune, meaning we have certain opportunities and we have certain things that certain problems we don't have. And then and how hard it is to find them, and our impermanence, the fact that we must die. Yeah. And here's the Tibetan. Tel means leisure. It literally means like slow or something like that, or like leisurely. But it means like opportunity. Lack. This means the lack of certain problems. All right. Downjor is the full. Mhm. Excuse me. Yeah, Telwa is the full, and then Njorpa, this is combined. It's Delwa Tang Njorpa. Two words combined. Njorpa means fortune or some kind of treasure, even something like that, meaning you have something that's good. And there's 8 of these and 10 of those, I think. Yeah. Tun Che is Che means great. Tun means mm, it can mean a few things, but here it's like a this wonderful thing that you have. Um, that nye, um, to find it is got difficult, right? Yeah. Dun can also mean goal, but here I just think it means thing, like an object. All right. Chiwa means death, and mitakpa usually we translate as unchanging because it's more accurate as unchanging when you're talking about like emptiness or a cessation, okay? But when we talk about death, it makes more sense to say impermanent, right? Tin, you spelled nay wrong. So Chiwa Mitakwa is the fact that we're impermanent, our impermanence due to the fact that we're going to die. But in Tibetan, you just say Chiwa Mitakwa, death impermanence. All right. It doesn't mean death is impermanent or something like that. All right. Cool. List the 8 worldly thoughts. Does anybody know them?
No. Anybody?
Just
Uh,
just do 2, 10, please.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're happy when you get something, and you are not happy when you don't get something.
All right, great. Thank you. Mike, did you know 2 of them?
Happy when you feel good, unhappy when you don't feel good.
Yeah, good. Anybody else know the other 4?
Happy when you're famous and unhappy if you're not famous.
Yeah, exactly. And then the last 2?
Happy when people likes you and unhappy when not.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, you got it. Good. They're in those pairs. That's the easiest way to remember them. Yeah, being happy when you acquire something. Mm, yeah, nga, happiness. Na, if uh chung, you something comes to you or something like that. Nekur, if you if you should find something, if you should get something. And here's the negator. It's ma. So ma chung na mika. Mika being unhappy if you don't get something, if something doesn't happen, come about. being happy when we feel good. Dewa Chungnaka. Dewa means happy. Another way to say happy. Um, yeah, if happiness, if good feelings should arise, we are happy. All right. Yeah. Dewa Chungnaka. Unhappy when we don't. Um, Machungna, if they don't arise, the Dewa is understood, then Miga, we are unhappy. Mm, um, being happy when we become well known. Trak, Trak means famous or well known. We have it in Lobsang Drakpa, which is Jason Kappa's name. Um, Niendrak. Hmm. Wait, what is this? What is this Nyen? Snyan. Nyen. Oh, um, I think this is if we are known, yeah. It's, Zhongna, if that should occur, then we are happy. Wait, hold on, let me check that Nyen real quick. Because I know what it is, but it's eluding me. Yeah, okay, yeah. And let me just check if this is a compound or not. It is. Okay. So Nyen means to hear, right? We have it in like listener, Nyen to. But like this is if people have heard of you. Okay. If you're famous. All right. Yeah, if it arises that people know about you, you are Ga, you are happy. And yeah, Machungna Mika, the opposite. If that doesn't come about, then we are not happy. To Tura, if someone praises us, this literally means like praise. Okay. If then we're happy. Okay. If that should come about, we are happy. And unhappy when they don't. So same opposite. Majung na miga. Tura, it's usually tupa. Tura must be a yeah. Tura is a synonym for tupa. And where do we see this word tupa all the time? Translators.
Our book.
Yeah. Yeah, we translated about or started at least translating about, I don't know, 50 tupas. There's only like two left in the whole canon that we haven't done. One of them's
Great.
like 100 pages in Tibetan. I don't know if I'll ever do it. Yeah. Okay. Those are the eight worldly thoughts. And what about these eight worldly thoughts? Why are they significant? Geshe just lists them here. He talks about it in the class. So we have time. So I'm going to ask you, what about these eight worldly thoughts? How are they significant to your life and your practice?
Well, you get attached to these, and therefore you don't have renunciation. And without renunciation, you cannot actually practice and achieve the goal of freedom.
Yeah, good. That's true. Okay, here's another question. How should we react when these things happen? How about that?
With wisdom of understanding where it's coming from.
Mm, yeah, it's true. You should do that with everything. As I recall, I guess it doesn't say that in the class. It's he just kind of says like Like, think about it. If you get something and you're happy about it, in the back of your mind, you just kind of got to be like, listen, this is fine. Like, you should not be happy. That's not what Buddhism is saying necessarily. But you have to think, well, I'm gonna lose this eventually. Like, don't get, I like to use the word all. Don't get all happy, like just because you got something. Like, just be like, okay, that's cool. Thank you. And the opposite's true. If you lose something, don't get all upset. Right? And the best way, of course, is what Maria said, understand where things come from. And the reason you're getting something is because you gave something. The reason you're n- losing something or not getting something is because um, you took something or you didn't give enough. Um, and also, how about this? If something bad happens to you, do you have to be unhappy about that?
No, it's not necessary.
Explain.
Because if we understand that everything is come from seed, then when something bad happen, we understand that we did have some thought or some speech or some action back to other people in the past. So this is the thing must be happen because of the seed that we planted before, and because of the understanding of everything is impermanent. So that bad thing is happened, then it will end. So we don't have to be sad about what happened.
Yeah. Okay. Um, I think about it like this. An event and how you feel about an event are completely disconnected, actually. Okay. There's no causal link between something that occurs and how you feel about that occurrence. If there were, everyone would feel the same when something happened. And no one ever feels the same about anything, right? You could, some people get divorced and they're ruined. Some people get divorced and they're extremely happy. Some people get divorced and they're neutral, right? Like, and any events like that. I use divorce because it's a little more extreme, but any event is like that. You could, I lost something the other day. What did I lose? Um, I forget. That's how much I care. But you lose something, you could be upset about it. But then you could be like, yeah, I've lost money sometimes, not recently, but I've lost money. You lose money and you're like, oh no, I lost money. You're like, well, someone else got money. Isn't that good? I'm happy for them. I love finding money. Okay, they found money. Good. Done. Oh, what's next? I'd rather not have lost it, but if I'm gonna lose it, I might as well be happy for the person who found it. Like that, okay? So ultimately, how you feel about, and some people get great things and they're still not happy, right? It doesn't really mean that. All right, you understand. I think that's good. We did all the Tibetan. These homeworks are pretty straightforward. Is there any questions? No? Okay. I don't mind having a shorter class. I'll take a break. Class does not have to be an hour. So there it is. I did it. Class 5. We'll just keep going like this until we're done. All right. And I'm not always gonna feel good. I don't feel great today. I don't feel that bad either. But I don't know. Samsara is not gonna end itself. Okay. It's gotta keep going. All right. So I hope this is helpful. Thank you so much. A shorter class today. If there's no questions, I'm going to take a break. For those interested, I am teaching a full curriculum on Chinese medicine and energy work, yoga, adjunct practices to help Dharma practitioners and help you exercise the wish for enlightenment by helping others. You're free to join. If you're interested and you don't have money, come and just check it out. Does someone have the link faster than me? You can put it in the chat. I will look for it right now. Hmm. There it is. Faster than me. Good.
Thank you.
Feel free. I'm having class every weekday from 9 to noon Arizona time after ACI course. All right. Thank you. See you in
Thank
class.
you.
Thank you, translators. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you. Take a break. Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you. Yeah, see you.
See you. Bye.